I think Joe Burrow is coming into the most pressurized season he's ever had and ever faced in all of his playing career. Even more so when he left Ohio State, went to LSU, had a weird year his first year at LSU, and then came back, and we know the rest of the story. Became a Heisman Trophy winner, went on to be number one overall pick. This feels personal. This year feels personal. There are a lot of people out there that will tell you Joe Burrow is made of glass. There's a lot of people out there that will say Joe Burrow can't stay healthy. I've even seen takes as far as to say Joe Burrow, if he gets hurt this year, the Bengals should consider drafting another quarterback the following year. That sums this up for me. It's like, Joe Burrow isn't under pressure because he can't perform. Joe Burrow is under pressure because of the lack of availability. He's failed to complete 2 seasons, one being an ACL injury, one being a catastrophic wrist ligament injury. The other 2 years, AFC Championship, Super Bowl. We've seen Joe Burrow do it at his highest level in the most pressured moments. So when I say this is the opportunity for Joe Burrow, not only Joe Burrow, but Cincinnati, to shut up the people that are talking, the people that are chirping, the people that are saying it's over. People that are saying the Bengals window has closed. Now, I think that's a lot of, fear talk, if you will. I don't believe that. But I can't deny the fact that it is a pressurized season. The fact of the matter is, Joe Burrow is the highest paid quarterback in the National Football League. And unfortunately, with that tag comes a target on your back. And the target isn't people wanting to see you fail, it's people wanting to see you live up to that price tag. It's the thought process that people are looking at you to be the guy, especially when they've seen you do it with less than I would say less than average talent on the offensive line. They've seen you do it time and time again when you are healthy out there. But this season is so pivotal because of the high price tag. This season is so pivotal because of all the talent Cincinnati's added. The season is so pivotal because if you aren't breaking through, questions grow louder and louder and louder and louder. This is a guy in Joe Burrow that when I first studied him coming out of LSU, I said to my people, I said, hey, I think that this guy has the opportunity to be the best quarterback in the National Football League. He's the best quarterback that I've studied. People said, oh, the arm strength. But I said that the anticipation is something that could work for him. I said he more than makes up for it by being ahead of the curve from a mental game standpoint. That's the part of Joe Burrow's game that I think is an underrated factor, is not talked about enough. But that's not gonna be something that people are just gonna immediately get behind, especially when you're not available for your team. Joe Burrow, make no mistake about it, has to be available this year. Joe Burrow, make no mistake about it, has to perform. And guess what? I don't feel like the latter part of that statement is in question because I believe as long as Joe Burrow is available for the Bengals, he will perform. I believe as long as Joe Burrow is out there for the Bengals, they will go far. I believe as long as Joe Burrow is out there for the Bengals, they are the best team in the NFL. I genuinely believe that. But who am I besides a guy with a hot mic? What I say does not matter. It's a numbers game. And in this instance, we're not talking about throwing the football numbers. We're talking about the availability numbers. The best ability is availability. Why are you available? That is the question that people are going to ask. Is Joe Burrow available? Can Joe Burrow stay on the field? And if he can't, those questions, those comments, those concerns, the loudmouths in the national media will only grow louder and louder and louder. But I'll be the first to make this statement. If Joe Burrow is able to complete a full off-season training program without any nicks, without any injuries coming up, without any appendix, without any calf strains, I think that this Bengals team is in for a special season. And if I am a betting man, and I am a betting man, I'm betting for the Bengals and Joe Burrow to break through. Joe Burrow is my upcoming MVP for this football season, my comeback player of the year for this football season, because I think Joe Burrow is going to be a man on the mission. I think that a lot of the chatter has grown to become disrespectful. But curious to hear what you guys think. Do you guys share the same sentiment as me? Do you guys think Joe Burrow is going to break through this year, stay healthy, and the Bengals are finally going to hoist a Lombardi trophy or even get back to the dance at the very least? Let me know down in the comment section what your thoughts are. Can't wait to see.